didn't watch the episode, we already had Eric here. This is JP's dad. If you didn't know,
they held it down while we were gone in the summer. So kudos to you, and thanks for coming again.
I know.
Anytime.
Anytime.
Appreciate you, Pops. Yeah.
Anytime.
That's why we were like, he gotta come back when we're there. We were like,
dang.
Yeah, that's why we were like, we gotta do this. So it's a long time coming. We've been waiting for this. So thank you for being here.
I'm here.
And you too, because this you really are
like a frequent caller.
Yeah, you are. Like you're this is like really what it's about. Like now you're a fan person that came on our show.
Because if you listened last week, he definitely called in to talk about baby mama drama, and we had a good conversation. So we appreciate you with coming down here.
You guys having
shout out to Amazing Ray, man. Shout
and this was a last minute thing, so thank you for just jumping up here with us. We appreciate you.
Exactly.
I kind of put him on the spot, y'all, and was like, "You finna get on this mic or not?" Because to be honest, I don't want people sitting right there trying to have conversation with us. Because if you got something to say, I want to hear you. I don't want you to have to go outside and call. I want you to be here part of the conversation. So if you in the building, you finna sit at the mic. So
hello.
Period. So
so we're happy to have you here too. And this just shows two people. If y'all want to come on the show, y'all if you guys comment, you guys call in, whatever you want to do, you can always come on the show.
Let us know.
We always love the company,
Always.
All the good stuff.
Exactly.
Positive vibes, man. Everything.
Yes. So if you guys want to call in 323-815-4204.
Come join the combo.
Yes, I'm excited.
I am too.
But how you guys been though?
How's Thanksgiving?
My Thanksgiving was good. I cooked for the first time,
the whole shebang.
The whole shebang.
Sheesh. Yes. Good job. You cooked it. Good job.
What was in the menu?
Cornish hens, turkey wings, greens, green beans, dressing, yams, and I made a peach pineapple dump cake. My notorious,
you made dump shit?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
My notorious cookie brownie shit. And
you made cookie brownie shit?
Yeah, I did make
it's like a cookie brownie with
marshmallow
fluff shit.
It's a bricky.
But with
it's notorious too.
Oh, yeah,
no, it
so
is.
Good.
She was like, oh.
It's so good. That's why I'm like, you made cookie brownie shit?
Right, it's the holiday season, so.
I'm sad.
And I made a yellow cake with chocolate frosting.
I made a cake.
Oh my god.
I did a lot.
I made
cake in so
cake.
long.
I made
it's my daddy's favorite.
I made my own fake version of a Better Than Sex cake. So Better Than Sex cake has marshmallow and chocolate and caramel, all this shit in it. So I don't know, but I just made my own version where it was boxed yellow cake, and I put what is it? The sweetened condensed milk, the Mexican lechera stuff. I put that in the middle, and then crumpled up graham crackers, right, to give it a filling, and then another piece of cake, and then on the outside I put Nutella chocolate frosting mixed with vanilla frosting, and then put pecans on top.
So that's called Better Than Sex.
It's my own version of Better Than Sex
Okay.
cake. It was and then also they were saying it was like a dulce de leche cake, but that's supposed to have 3, so I was calling it a uno de leche. So, because it had one leche. So that was my contribution, but I didn't cook. That was it. I made some cake.
Dead.
I'm learning a lot of shit on this panel right now.
Uno de leche.
Well, I have a question for. Well, you guys Thanksgiving was good. I'm gonna assume. Everybody ate. Everybody was good. What is one Thanksgiving food though that you could do without every year? Take it off the plate. I'm not getting it. Turkey.
Whoa. So what did you eat?
Fried turkey.
At my house this year, we did a non-traditional thing. We had Mexican food.
Nice. Oh. Man, I was trying to go for that next year. I might because low-key, I don't really like Thanksgiving food like that. But
I mean,
it's a.
So you could get rid of turkey. What could you get rid of?
Right.
Stuffing.
Ooh.
See, I just recently decided that I like dressing, but only when certain people make it, and only if it's cornbread stuffing. Because if it's that breaded shit that Karen makes, I'll be like, and I've never liked it. To me, it looks like thrown up dog food, and so But then if somebody makes it right, it's good. But I just now in my 35 years are deciding that I like it. And shout out to So Good because she's the only one that I like that make it. So everybody else, I'd be like, nah.
For dressing as well.
Right? So it's kind of iffy. Someone said greens, and I was like.
No.
Pain.
You kind of want that though. When I was younger, I didn't want the greens, but now that I'm older, I most definitely.
Yeah.
Now
I was younger.
But most kids don't want greens when they're
But I knew they were good, but I was like, nah, I'm good. Like,
once I figured out there was meat in them, because when I was young, I was like super carnivorous. So once I figured out, I was like, it's a whole fucking turkey arm in there. There's like bacon. I was like, oh, I'm fucking with it. Then I started eating it like a little fatty because the meat. But,
so you could do without greens?
You think you could do without greens? What about now?
What would you do without?
What could you do without now?
I need my greens. I need my healthy leaves to go into my system. Hello. Yes, y'all should know that. But I most definitely could do without that mac and cheese though.
Lies.
You just
facts, man.
Almost
facts,
half fell out my seat, and you just
listen. Mac and cheese.
That's her whole reason why she shows up.
And look,
that in the turkey. That in the turkey. That's all I'm like. What the fuck kind of Thanksgiving? What?
She's looking at you different now.
I am, Jimmy.
Right now.
Look, I'm on a book, right? And it was this thread. I'm in this little group of whatnot. And
He
we're
compared
here chopping it up about mac and cheese. Some people like their mac and cheese traditional. That shit's boring at this point. We've had nothing but cheese and noodles.
This is gonna be a thing
We
for
have had
a
this conversation. Y'all call in 323-815-4204.
I got a question. So have you ever made a plate without mac and cheese, and mac and cheese was available?
Is its own plate. Mac and cheese gets its own plate.
So you know how
with
you
the meat.
You can do
Thank you.
Mac and cheese
is its own plate.
I'm with you.
So, to your point, you just said at 35, you discovered the whole dressing thing. For me, I just realized literally 2 weeks ago that I could do without mac and cheese.
Nah.
Hey, look,
you're trying to do a lifestyle change. No.
Ask me after Thanksgiving.
No. You going through some.
No, but look, and
you don't want to say nothing.
But real talk though, before this past Thursday.
Who is he?
Before this past Thursday, I hadn't had mac and cheese in forever. And
she's looking at you funny now, man.
But it is what it is. Let's do something to it. Let's do something to it.
Okay, we could stay here forever, and I don't want to stay here for too long.
Yeah, show over.
You kill puppies too? Like, I mean,
what
Jesus.
What are we talk about? What is there to talk about? No.
Listen, I got a cold ass recipe coming for some mac and cheese next year. If anybody want to know, holla at me or call in tonight.
Come on, it better not. Never mind.
Right, we gonna put this together. Let me make it first. I'm gonna bring it on the show. We gonna sample it. They say they love it. Y'all say y'all love it. Everybody gotta fuck with it. Point blank. We can do something different. Non-traditional, right?
Non-traditional is fine. I mean, that's normal to me because I'm half Mexican, so I was eating tamales and shit at Christmas too. So I'm kind of like, I'm just excited that you had tamales and I didn't. But
right.
Okay, what could you do without
yams?
Oh, see, I don't do that either.
Despite I made them,
yeah. I don't do that either.
Like,
I do sweet potato pie.
I don't, on a bigger level, I don't do sweet and savory.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Period.
Gotcha. Okay.
Like, period.
Oh, you fired.
Oh,
and that was.
Wow.
He burned out, y'all.
Wow.
I hope whoever called you is watching.
Phone politics. Hey, we need to start a jar. Then you do that. You got to put $5 in a jar.
Right.
You look like you a sign.
Whoever does it.
He look like he a sign ringtone.
We sweating. Ooh, that was close.
My bad. She said sweet and savory, and I had some music to go with it, so I had to cue it for y'all. Have a good time, okay? Hello.
Somebody know they ringtone now. So that's what you got me under, huh?
You get to call in.
323-815-4204.
Tell us what you could do without this Thanksgiving. I mean, ever, just in period. What you could do without?
Y'all hate?
Yeah,
so
which
what's
ones
yours?
you hate? I don't like yams. I don't like that. I don't eat that.
And I specifically don't like when they put marshmallows on top and try and bake that shit. Get that shit out of here. And most of the time it's nasty and under seasoned anyway.
And I can do without cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Cause I don't put that's
sweet too. Most definitely get rid of it.
Anybody make original? That is.
We don't want that either.
I heard though that homemade cranberry is even more nasty because we're so used to eating the canned shit that the real shit is even more gross.
That's a whole nother conversation.
Exactly.
I heard out the country like they beef don't even taste
the same.
Yeah.
In other countries, beef tastes
GMO beef.
That's you guys.
But it's USDA approved, so that means
what does that mean?
Exactly. That means money.
That's what that means.
For them.
Exactly.
And that's getting gummy.
Exactly. And we're not even gonna talk about how big these turkeys are. Well, I'm pretty sure these turkeys ain't really supposed to be this big, and the money behind turkeys for Thanksgiving.
I got some turkey wings that look like a dinosaur arm.
Me too.
I said, damn.
I just learned though today that like, because somebody was arguing, they were arguing about Thanksgiving and how we shouldn't celebrate Thanksgiving because Christopher Columbus and pilgrims and the genocide of the Indian people and all that, right? So then somebody was like, y'all know y'all arguing about not celebrating Thanksgiving, and Thanksgiving isn't even a proven thing to have happened. It's just a thought.
An idea.
It's an idea of like, oh, they came and we're sharing. It's a concept to try to make it sound like, yay, look, the colonizers came and then they all sat down and they broke bread and everything was all harmonious. Meanwhile, them niggas was killing and raping their bitches. So the whole thing, I was sitting there, I was like, wait, so it's not even a real. There was no dinner.
Truth.
Can I piggyback on that?
There was no dinner. So we out here having dinner, wearing autumn colors and posting turkeys and doing all this goofy shit and making all these shit that these pilgrims did, and there was no fucking dinner for real. Addams Family, that wasn't it. That's just a play. It wasn't a real shit. And most people be like, oh, that shit was real, and that's why we have Thanksgiving, because somebody came to the Mayflower and they landed, did some shit. No, they didn't. Niggas was just eating and then killing their people. That's it.
They probably was eating each other.
All that.
We know, you never know.
Her point was though, we need to stop celebrating these fucking colonizing holidays. But
that's a whole nother conversation, because we can talk about that.
I've actually been considering not celebrating Christmas anymore, especially. But how do I teach that to my kids? Because what are we celebrating? What are we teaching them?
You can start a new tradition.
You can celebrate Kwanzaa.
I mean, I'm trying to normalize. Y'all get stuff all year for no reason. Why does it have to be a specific day, but outside of your birthday, where it's supposed to be a Christmas tree?
So we hey, that might have to be a show topic, man. I'm gonna holler at you about that one. But look, I give a simple answer in response to that. What you can do is start with the religious aspect. Look at the origin of Christmas, and you start there.
Get
and
to
just
that.
call it that. Start right there.
Whose origin?
But see, you can teach them all of them if you really want to, and open their mind up to different things.
When I say origin, I'm talking about the fact of what was like, how did it even start in general. So regardless of who the who is, it's going to be the fact that it started.
Or you can skip all the religious shit because they're kids, and you can focus on, this is just a day that we say, I love you, and it's another day on top of your day of birth of giving gifts and just being I appreciate my family being here, and maybe I don't get to see you on your birthday because your birthday's in the summer, and everybody can't travel in the summer, but niggas is popping at Christmas time. It's an excuse to get days off. You can start there with just, this is the day we celebrate everybody and we exchange gifts for everybody. So it doesn't have to just be on somebody's birthday.
That's as simple as simplifying it to
a kid.
Y'all get a list of 3 things that y'all want. Top 3 things
throughout the year.
Get you one gift, and everybody, like, you didn't get everything you wanted, but you got something.
Watch, you can program that. Do it on a different day. Don't necessarily do it on December 25th. Do it on a different day.
I got a daughter whose birthday is the day after Christmas. I'm doing it on that day.
Oh yeah,
that was smart.
Okay.
I always felt bad for kids that had. It's either like I was jealous of the kids that's born on Christmas, or upset because
I was not jealous.
They either you got hella shit for Christmas and your birthday because they close to each other, or you got one.
I know. My birthday's on the 19th.
Oh, see, so you was either.
I know the combo gift. Trust me, I know the combo gift. Yeah. You get the socks and then you get the shoes. Yeah, man. Like, come on, man. You know what I'm saying? So I know.
Wait a whole another week.
Yeah,
right.
They're like,
some in paper and some in birthday paper.
It's all gonna make sense
exactly.
soon enough.
When everybody
lock
shows
it all
up.
together, bro. Lock it all together. I know.
They go to suit, but you get the jacket first. Until December 25th now.
Be mad as hell with some socks. Like, yeah, goddamn. I'm gonna do with this.
Yeah, I mean, I could imagine.
Yes, it was rough. Trust me, it was rough.
It's probably rough on both. It's rough being the kid that has to like, man, I gotta share my birthday, and then it's tough being the parent that's like, you finna pick one and listen to you cry, or like throw a fit where you like, just wait another week and you go get the shoe. Like,
no, today my day. Today my day.
Right.
Yeah.
It's my birthday today.
It's my birthday today.
I want to wear the shoes today.
2 kids, 2 weeks apart in the same month. Same shit, right?
Oh, that's rough.
You have 2
kids
hurt.
2 weeks apart.
That made my head hurt.
No, a year apart.
Year apart.
My son, July 4th. Then my daughter, a year later, July 19th.
Oh
yeah, that's still the same.
So I'm just
combo
saying.
party. You might as well have twins.
Yeah,
Irish twins.
Get out the way.
But is that fair to them though?
No.
Nah.
Why not?
So what?
But is it fair to the first
I'm
baby
old
ever
school,
that they gotta
so
share
what?
you?
So
They
because
need
you
to be
gotta-
happy to have a birthday. Y'all both had a party
Thankful
together.
you
Y'all
here.
brother and sister.
Nah.
Love each other.
Just be
boy.
happy that we can do this.
These new age kids don't. They expect everything to be handed
I
to
want
them.
the Cadillac limo to pull
They be
up
one
with the
shit
gang truck.
that's like 8 times more expensive than it was when we wanted it. It's completely obnoxiously, no, you're not getting that, and they don't understand why. They be like, no, I can't
That's
get
the
it.
new norm. They don't want it. They expect it.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
But let's not make this about.
But I ain't really trying to tap it. But I'm just gonna throw the idea. We gonna shift it. Check this out. Who do we gotta go point at? Sometimes the parents prime some of that shit. You buy your kids stuff at a young age and think they don't really know what's going on. It's all fun and games when you give me that little Tonka truck. But when I get older, I'm gonna need a big boy. I want a real big boy because you got a big boy.
When you
out
get
here
older,
dropping
you
big
pay for
toys.
that big boy.
Okay, that's the
Well,
concept. Yeah, you know.
Not to disrupt this great conversation, but on
Yeah.
the flip side, let's shift over to what we were here for because we don't have children, and this conversation goes
that's
on.
what I'm
I know,
But
I don't want
we
to.
gotta-
Right, y'all the only ones with
we
kids.
gotta table
He don't
some
need
stuff and bring you back and keep this going on
Let's
another
run it
day
in, man.
because
Let's
there's some shit we really wanted to get into, and
Yes.
since we do have you guys here live in
get into
person,
the
nitty-gritty.
let's get into.
Go.
I wish we had the Law and Order. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, 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 dun.
I wanna get
Hey,
into
pull it
the-
up. You got songs for everything, right?
Yeah, we can't do that on air.
I
Might
mean,
get kicked off
like,
YouTube.
man.
Right, because we
Okay.
ain't got the rights for that.
Period.
So,
Okay.
let's get into these questions, these topics, these things that you won't let me look at in your phone. I'm over here trying to...
Okay,
Trying to sneak peek.
Right. The list is entirely too long. Like, she scrolled twice and it kept going. So, there's a lot.
going on right
I
now.
don't know how she be keeping track.
Those are my
Oh, no, but it's a lot.
Conversation
we gonna-
started.
Yeah, we
yeah.
we gonna wait on that though.
I got content for
wait-
the
we
next
gonna
2
wait on
years.
She got, oh my God.
That's what you call great
She's got
preparation,
so
you feel
many
me?
notes this
That's
time
what you call
This is
around.
the note. This is the part 2 to the notes because I'm bored of the other notes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna just
Part 2 of the notes. So,
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay.
It's-
look.
Granny has
Okay,
notes.
so
Let's get it.
something that has been roaring in the streets.
Yeah, not roaring.
Roaring.
Urgh.
Roaring in the streets.
Urgh.
Current events.
Is
So we were talking about, can a man sleep with another female and still love his woman?
yes,
Yeah.
that's obvious.
Because I know you had the streets buzzing with that on your social media,
Absolutely,
on
man.
your own
Absolutely.
accord, which is what you
Okay.
be like. If y'all don't follow him already, go follow him, and he'll have your
JP likes to stir
your
the
daily
pot.
mental twist.
Not the mac and cheese pot because he don't like mac and cheese, but he likes to stir the greens.
Got you on that.
And he likes to
Got
stir
you
the
on that one,
greens.
bro.
Hey, I'd rather stir spaghetti.
Okay,
What?
never
Never mind.
mind.
That's
So-
how they
Oh,
get
that's
you.
okay.
Yeah.
That's how you under mind control now.
Right.
Those who
I
follow
went
me
over
know what
my
I mean
head.
when I say that.
Me
Okay.
both.
But what are we talking about again? The women? I mean the men.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Spaghetti threw him off.
Yeah, threw him way off his
You
game
need
with
some
the
macaroni and cheese
sketties.
in your
With the
life.
sketties. So can a man sleep with another woman and
Right.
still love his
This is
wife?
how,
This is
look,
yes.
honestly, I don't even believe whatever you about to say because you didn't even remember what I said. You might as well
Wow.
have
No,
had
I got-
hun me.
I got distracted. It was all good. I was thinking about some other shit. It's my
I
bad, you know.
bet.
Pastor P with the response.
Look, you got Dr. Perry J here.
You know how y'all like to do.
Whoa.
I'm gonna take the
y'all.
other. I'm
Like,
gonna
can
take
you
the.
ask that
Whoa.
Can you ask that question?
I'm gonna
Why?
take the
Why is it just
antagonistic
men?
approach.
Why? Is it, why?
I'm
why
choosing
men?
violence today.
That's because men is the question. This is the question. So let me answer that one real quick. Look,
Yeah, menses.
Yeah, come on, man.
So a lot of the responses that I got, I was kind of shocked to see from the responses that I got, how I got them. But I'm just going to go ahead and say I believe that a man can't love his woman if he's sleeping with another female.
What?
I feel like a man can't.
Oh no.
No, I'm looking at Pops. He like,
Because
You gotta elaborate on that one, sir.
show
what
me
do we
it's-
call love? What do we call love? What do we call love? People call in because I want to hear your opinions too. 323-815-4204.
What do you
What
call
do you
love that's
consider
bringing
love? And
you
what do
to
you
that
call love?
conclusion?
I mean, I can answer the question for you.
Talk to me.
Okay. This is the thing. What demographic are we talking about age-wise?
All of them.
We're talking about men in
men
general
across the
because
board.
men in
But-
general are
but
going to
you-
cheat at any age or sleep with another woman.
No, that's not necessarily true.
Once they get older,
That's
they don't
not
work. They
true.
stay at home more.
That may be true too, but I haven't reached that age yet.
That's not necessarily true though.
What you mean?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like,
niggas the casinos buying all kind of twat out here. What?
Well, what it is this. It's all about learning the difference in between love and being in love. True. There is a difference in between the two.
Got it.
So when you understand the difference in between the two, you do different movements. You do different things. Yeah. Now, when you become just loving a person and you really don't know the consequences of cheating on them, going back to them and everything until it's done to you. That's the only time when you're going to stop cheating, when you feel that pain that you inflicted on somebody else. Now, being in love, you don't allow that pain to go to that person, and you don't allow that pain to come to you because you're in love. So to answer your question, it's all about maturity, and it's all about the age bracket and how you
and are you
raised.
in the basis though is are you in love or do you just love that person?
Exactly.
So
my question to that is, so nobody in love cheats?
Oh, most definitely they do.
I feel like you cheat based off of choice stuff. Regardless if you're in love. That's why I say you can't really be in love. Because either way it goes, you can be in love, but that's why I asked what is love. Because are we within that particular whatever that love is, or are we just saying we in love because I got butterfly feelings for somebody?
And love to somebody else.
So can he cheat and still love his woman or no?
No, he can't. Because you can't love your woman. Once you cheat,
definitely you can.
I'm going to tell y'all something. My personal...
So why would you say?
Why do you say that's not?
Yeah.
Because I love you doesn't mean that people make mistakes. I believe in things being situational. And if you're doing something in the situation, it's based off of what happened prior to that situation that got you to that situation. So it's not always that much thought put behind it. Sometimes it's just an action in a moment that presented itself for that moment right there.
I feel like men can get away with the excuse of women and men view sex differently. Women view sex as that's the number one ultimate thing that you could do to hurt me for the most part. Like, you know, like, but then if you were to just go fuck somebody, there's also women that'll be like, are you fucking or are you in love with this person? Are y'all going on dates? Are y'all hanging out? Or are you just fucking? Because is this transactional pussy? Or, you know, but to me, if you love somebody, you're on the road to being in love. So the thought of a mistake is really you just making a choice. You're choosing nothing. No, there's nothing about the power of pussy that is gonna make you do it until you choose to do it. Pussy is pussy. It doesn't matter how it comes dressed, how it smells, what it looks like, where it came from, who you got it from. It don't matter. Pussy is pussy. It feels the same. It's all the same shit.
No.
No, but at the end of it,
do all dick feel the same?
At the end of it, it's dick.
But does it all feel the same?
But at the end of it, it's doing the same thing. You're not there. You're not there for that. You're
just
there.
Emotions.
Yeah, you're there to have sex. So if you're having sex with somebody that's not your person, that means something's lacking between you and that person.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily if you're not in love, right?
Yeah.
So
well, but listen though, if people can have sex, and they can have sex to the point to where it's like, okay, they haven't just doing something to be despiteful.
Yeah.
They could be doing something out of anger, and they also could be doing something far as just being greedy, you know, and not thinking of your partner.
Right.
Not coming to your partner and just being open and say, you know what? Hey, we used to have sex every Thursday. Now we don't. You know, what's going on? So they decided to say they'll find somebody for every other Thursday to fit into that bracket. So instead of talking about it,
people are making choices.
Yeah, exactly. Make choices and react about it. So it's all about, you know, having that balance. You know what I'm saying? So when people say, oh, you know, pussy, just pussy, this and that. No, it comes along with attitude. It comes along with responsibility. It comes along
down to us.
Yeah, and it comes along with people that take care of other people's needs. Because I've been told, if you don't do it, somebody else will. Right. And guess what? I've been shown that, and that shit hurts. But if you tell a person, if you tell a person, hey, listen, let's work this out. Let's do this. Let's get it right. If not, let's move on. You know, so it gets to a point where that maturity comes in, where you say it's time to make a decision. It's time to cut the fat off the meat. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna keep bullshitting each other and you doing you, I'm doing me, but we together? Or you know what I'm saying?
That's
the games. You know,
a lot of
what I'm
people are
saying?
not mature enough to have those conversations.
That's
No,
exactly. Most people aren't.
I think it's a matter of this though too though. You gotta understand, like, okay, for me personally, if I'm with somebody and I go smash something else, my attention is now divided. I'm not really in love with you no more because I was willing to break away from what we had to go get involved.
The fact that you went and got involved with somebody else, that means you were already gone.
So,
Bingo.
Period.
But when you tell somebody you love them, that's in that moment, right? And that's really how you might feel in that moment. Who's to say you walk away and something else happens?
Then that comes with maturity level, and you decide if you love that person or not.
And that's what people be trying to act like they're like they're on this like road to find love or like, you know, be in this relationship, and they can't even be honest. They can't even be like have that conversation or like tell someone how they feel. And especially now,
that's the new norm.
Like because of social media and phones and all that stuff, and people having such access to people, like they're so quick, and then you see somebody like they're like, you know, like this, like you get little cues when you know somebody is like doing shit, and especially in their phone. Like that's so easy because now people are attached to their phone. So
man,
like,
you know what I think is,
I was told that. Man, I ain't gonna bring that up.
You know what I think is wild is that if you watch like documentaries about like escorts and about like bitches that really live that life, that live in those brothels, and I'm not talking about the ones that are getting pimped out and like are on drugs. I'm talking about the ones that really do this shit in Vegas and do this shit where it's legal, like legitimately do that shit. They tell you, I have clients that I don't even fuck. I have clients that I just sit in here and talk to. We do whatever. He takes me shopping, and it's like you're sugar daddied out, but low key, you're that nigga's friend because his wife ain't shit.
Right.
You know, in those situations, I feel like those men are choosing to have transactional sex with somebody else because they're not ready to leave. For some reason, they can't leave their wife. It's harder to divorce than it is to stay. And, you know, like, well, that's what they say. I don't know. I've never been married. But that's just cheaper to keep her, all that shit, right?
I don't think
these niggas are out here. Well, I don't know. That's what I hear from my divorced friends. That's cheaper to keep her.
He like the fact that you had to go out to seek that type of attention from a woman.
That's what I'm saying.
That you insecure to leave.
But if you're gonna go cheat on your woman with somebody else, and really all you're doing is having sex, it's the same thing. Except now you're just paying for it, and those men don't feel bad because they feel like they're just going and having a service performed on them. They don't look like it's cheating on their wife because they're just out here like paying for it. You know what I'm saying? Like on a regular. Like you're a regular customer. That bitch is every Thursday.
So
she's the every Thursday.
That there's double standards across the board then, because it's cool for men, or systematically it's cool for men and women to feel certain type of ways about this thing and then have different opinions on another. Because
I know you ain't trying to play this double standard.
No, I'm just saying it's double standards across the board based on.
And guess who benefits most of the time?
Y'all.
Men.
Well, what men? Not black men.
I was like white men.
Standards.
Not black men.
White men.
Cheating?
No, of like gender.
You guys have a call, but I'm just turning.
Okay.
Thank
Caller. Yay.
Not black men.
Black men don't cheat or what?
No, but our standards, they don't qualify to some of these others.
But see, a lot of these questions are geared towards the man.
Oh, man.
You know.
All right, caller.
What's
What's
on
up?
the line? You got 15 minutes.
15 minutes. What's up, my good peoples?
Hello.
What's up, sir?
Hey, what's going on? You got 15 minutes, family.
Right. He usually be here in the
Right
studio
where
sitting
you
quiet.
at? What's that?
Mr.
Our good guy, Juice.
Talk to me, bro. I didn't hear you say that one more time.
I said it's our good people, Juice.
Yo, we got you. We know who you are. And that voice is known all over the waves right now, my brother. We know who Big Juice is, man. Juice, we over here talking about can a man who sleeps with another woman still be in love with his current woman? Like, how do you feel about that? That question I shared with you earlier. How do you feel about that, folks?
I actually feel like a man can still love his woman. Yes, he can still love his woman and have sex with another woman. Yes, I believe he still can have mad love for his woman.
Can he be in love with her though? Do you think he'll still be in love with his woman if he was like, sleeping with something else?
Could be a lot of reasons. He could have did that to get some frustrations off.
So he can still be in love with his woman, though, is what you're saying. That's his point.
Right.
Of course.
Okay. I can't knock that. I just, I think, because I think something that we missing here is like, the reason, again, why I asked what is love like. Love to me is this. It's patient, kind. You don't envy, don't boast. It's not self-seeking. When we fuck other people, that is self-seeking. That's something that we are doing for our selfish gain, not for the gain of my partner or the gain of someone others. So when I make that choice to step outside of my situation, especially if I was married, that's me saying to my wife, I'm no longer really in love with this. I probably love you as the person, like you said, Pops. We make this choice to go out and go smash. To also understand. Wait, something else I was going to say about that. I totally forgot while we talking about it. But the point is, like, to totally like give her the love that she needs from me as her husband. There's no way I could do it if I'm putting my penis in somebody else.
But there's tons of men that will say, I love my wife enough to not break up with her because I'm happy and stick with her and just go get this little side piece and get that out and still take care of my house, still take care of my kids, still take care of her because I don't want to hurt her. So it's like, it's easier to just lie and go do what you do and keep her happy. There's lots of men that will do that and will openly be like, yeah, why not? I don't see the problem.
But,
and history has shown us that.
But that comes into the consequences. You know, so when you do that, are you willing to accept her going out doing it?
Probably not. I'm sure.
Hello.
Y'all
can we
handle
talk
that.
about it? So
like,
can y'all accept that?
Before that,
talk about
I just feel like people often get into situations where they settle. Going into that situation, once y'all have sex, like, if you're not satisfied, why would you settle for that?
Juice, what do you think?
Say it one more time.
Why would you say what you said again? Like, why would you settle?
People get into situations where I feel like they settle, and they can't be honest with each other, let alone.
And so they're cheating because
honest
they're
with
settling.
themselves. Yeah.
Hello.
If you got what you need, and they check off everything, every box, everything that you need, then what reason is there to cheat?
Let's let Juice respond while we got him on the line. So explain why you feel like a man could cheat on his wife or sleep with another woman and he still be in love with his wife. Like, how does that work if when you love somebody you don't want to hurt them, but if you cheated on them, then that will probably hurt your wife or your girl.
It might sound crazy, but I think sometimes, cheating on somebody can be caused from a lot of reasons. So it might be a cure to the relationship, or it might be a downfall. It depends.
But see, I feel like that's how you move forward from that,
Yeah.
If you're already to the point where you're thinking about being with somebody else and the thought is like, ooh, I could go smash somebody else, isn't the relationship already pretty much tarnished and almost over? If you're already thinking about sleeping with somebody else?
Mentally, yeah.
It all depends on that individual, because a person can just be doing that just to not be with them, just, have to, have a little fun or something, or anything.
So could you stick around if your girl did that to you?
It depends where we stand and, what we got going on, or how,
Y'all got it all going on.
So in the same situation that you're saying it would be okay, potentially, whatever scenario you could come up with in your mind that tells you it's okay that shit happens and I could go fuck this other bitch and my bitch should be okay with it. What is the scenario? Could your girl do the same exact thing? Could she accidentally have oops, I got pregnant and go have this baby and now we finna raise this baby? Like so many women that be like, ooh shit, oops, the nigga had a baby but I'm still here? Because y'all wouldn't be able to handle that shit. Most men don't stick around when she goes out and has another baby. But we stick around when y'all niggas go out and have some random bitch's baby.
So if
but that's kind of like on choice.
Double standard on the end.
Yeah. On top of that, it's all about what you really willing to accept. Like if that's a deal breaker, it's a deal breaker.
So let's talk about that.
Let's let Juice answer so then we can open up the lines. Not trying to brush you off, but we get a lot of times people want to call and we're always we get so much in a conversation with y'all, we forget as people wait.
Right, Juice, you need to come back too.
So would you be okay with a woman like going and having a baby or going and having a side nigga because you couldn't perform right and she was like, well, I just gotta go do what I gotta do and then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna still take care of the house and make you dinner?
Okay, why not? I wouldn't be disappointed.
Shut up, you lying. You
lying. Hey, she's lying.
He tried to sell it.
I don't think he is.
She set you up with that one.
I think he'll be all right. I think you'll
I
be
mean,
all
but
right,
some
man.
people are cold-hearted like that. Some people are like,
he is
eye
kind
for
of
eye,
stern,
tooth
so
for
he
tooth,
might not really
you
give a
know?
fuck.
He like,
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
Now that I'm
He
thinking
gonna
about
roll
it.
that
is
boat
my
tomorrow,
dinner
son.
ready or
Right.
no?
He want that food.
He's like, I'm still eating, so it's all good.
She his personal chef, so he knows. Look, as long as you have that meal cooked.
Well, I appreciate the honesty and appreciate, keeping
Right.
it real
That's
because
believable,
that's what we
man.
want. We want to hear opposing view. We want to hear what everybody has to say because everybody's not going to think the same. Everybody's situation isn't going to be the same, so everyone's, circumstances are going to be different. So we appreciate the call.
Yes.
So thank you,
Appreciate you,
Juice.
Juice. Right.
Next time you got to
Juice,
come
for
join
sure.
us in here.
Yeah.
Have a good one. All
Thank
right?
you.
Thank you.
All right, brother.
Man, see.
So let's talk. You said so if the woman were to go have a kid, I'm sorry, if my
Yeah.
woman were to go have a kid
Yeah.
by another dude,
Yeah.
did she tell me she was going to cheat first? I mean, not cheat, but if she
Are
told me
you
she was gonna-
telling her that you're going to cheat first? I'm saying in the same scenarios that these
Yeah.
men go out and have babies on their wives and have side pieces, basketball players, rappers, whoever they are, rich, poor, it doesn't matter. Everybody's fucking somebody else. And the way these men show up like, hey, yo, babe, here's a baby. We be like, fuck, for like a day. And then we end up stepmom of the year. Are y'all ready to do the same thing? Because I don't hear stories about that.
Listen.
No,
Me and her.
not
If
all
me and
of
her
us.
have.
Stepdaddy or no?
No, check this out. I personally don't want children.
I don't
so
either, so
if
high five.
you
I
have,
got no comment.
We got another caller.
So you
Okay.
trying to be somebody else, daddy or no?
look,
Right, so then she gonna have a baby on you and then it's okay because she cheated on you?
she can be with him at that point. I mean, you know.
Hello?
Caller, what's
caller?
up?
That's a deal breaker.
Hello.
Hello. Who's this? Who we talking to? I see.
Hey, this is Sundance from Chicago. Hey, JP.
Sundance, what's up, my lady? How we doing? I need to put this on
I'm
real
good.
quick.
Listen, I need to throw my 10 cents up in there.
Yes,
Come on,
do
talk to
it.
us, Sundance.
Throw
Talk
50
to us.
cents. Throw a
That's
whole
what we
2
want.
quarters.
First of all, I'm in a different age bracket.
Okay.
Okay.
So if the man is younger and he doesn't value the woman, he will creep. He will do that. But as you get older, if you fear losing a woman and you are in love, you're not gonna do that stupid ass shit.
Yep.
So I don't want to hear all of that. Oh, he just want to smash. He want to get some frustration. Fuck all that. If you lose a
Period.
Well,
Energy.
that's where the maturity comes
and
in.
you see a future with
Uh-huh.
this person,
Specific
guess
relationship.
what? You're not gonna fuck this up.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And
Right.
That's where the
You're not
maturity
gonna
come in.
fuck
You
that
know,
up.
you're not
No,
going.
it ain't got nothing to do with maturity. It's fear of losing that woman.
That's maturity.
Yeah,
though.
that's
That's
maturity.
maturity. That's maturity
Right.
for sure.
Because you
That's
see the
right.
value in
So-
her.
You understand that there's a valuable lesson there.
That's right.
It's like I always say, man, you got to be like honest with your partner about shit that's going on in your head because that's supposed to be your rock. That's supposed to be your best friend. That's supposed to be your better half. How the fuck can they become one with you on a real level if you can't really be open and honest and upfront with them about what you got?
But
going
also,
on?
people need to learn to, just as much as you're being open and honest, like women especially, I feel like we be like, look at us, this is all we got, here we go, and here I'm here, and show up, and you need to do the same thing. And men be like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know how to do that. I wasn't trained for that. I wasn't ready for that. And women be on some like, he didn't call me in 24 hours. He doesn't fuck with me. And men are just like, I was at the gym. Like men are a little bit less detached just because they're doing other things. And women are so like, I need it, and here I am, and I'm showing up, and everybody, you need to come to me and make it work because I'm here and I showed up. And men are like, I don't even know how to show up in general necessarily
again,
at a certain age. Is what I'm talking
Yeah,
about with a certain age. Yeah,
okay,
no, I'm not talking about older men.
Yeah,
no.
because
I'm talking about younger
When
men.
you go through stuff in life, you kind of take a little bit each time.
Right.
And you build your character and you build yourself. So when you do better, you know better.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you try to squirm around here, creep, hit this corner and all this stuff and get caught, that should tell you, okay, you ain't hitting the corner right.
Right.
Or just give that game up. So it's all about choices. It's choices and decisions in life. You know what I'm saying? If you make the bad choice, guess what? You got to deal with the consequences. It may be losing that woman. It may be her going out and getting her revenge.
That part.
Because
He ain't
what
getting the corner.
what I was told was that women cheat more than men.
Yeah, we just hide it better.
And you guys get away from it.
We just
and
hide it
let
better.
get
Bro.
easier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Women
but
are
the
so
thing
crafty
about
with
it
it, too.
is, we have intuitions, but guess what? We scared of intuition because we run from that. We don't want to know another man is sticking.
You don't want to be right,
but in the back of our heads,
you don't want to be right.
We know. You know what I'm saying? Women act on their intuition.
Yeah.
Men, we like nah, not mine.
But
I'm gonna hit you with it, pops. I want to know who been smashing. I ain't gonna lie, and I want to know how many been smashing. Fuck that, man. We gonna be open and honest about this because, come on now, this what we need to do, and I'm gonna tell you straight up. Don't lie to me. I gave you the green light to let you know, to give you security. I'm interested. The reason why it's interested is because I want you to be open and honest and trust that I'm not going to leave your ass.
What's in your mouth?
Sundance, are you still on the line?
Had a minute.
Oh,
okay.
Well, thank you for calling.
Thank you for calling, Sundance.
I'm glad she came with that
Appreciate
energy.
that.
Put a
Make sure you tell everybody in Chicago to follow. You got 15 minutes, man, and give get a number out. Tell them to call in. Everybody can weigh in on this one. 323-815-4204.
Do we have another question though? Do we have time for one more? Just we got 15 minutes left. Come on. We got one more.
Okay, I'll just piggyback off of what we already been talking about then. So could you stick around? It's like the scenario that you kind of touched on a little bit. If someone, your significant other, had a child during your relationship, could you stick around?
No, not even just that. So we're gonna make reference to Tammy Roman and Tammy Roman not wanting to have children. To piggyback off of us, not because we're team no kids. Sorry, but we're team no kids. She's almost team no kids. I'm team no kids. So I mean, y'all that got kids, y'all know Auntie love the kids, but fuck them kids. I don't want none. They can go home, and I don't got to deal with it. I'm not really a babysitter, and I don't really do diapers, but it's fine. So if you JP, you don't want children, but you meet a woman that wants babies, are you gonna allow her to go? You've been together, this woman you married, this is the person you want to be with for the rest of your life. Are you going to allow her to go get pregnant by somebody? He doesn't necessarily have to be in the picture if he doesn't want to, or he does, which keeps you out of the picture. Are you going to let her go fulfill that to have a baby? Because Tammy Roman is dating a younger man. She's like in her 40s and her 50s, whatever. She's dating a younger man. He wants to have a baby. She said, baby, go have your baby and you come back. And everybody was like,
that's the new age shit.
Listen,
would you be okay with that?
That's a fly cougar shit.
Listen, I'm okay with it with you go fly and be happy, and it's okay.
With somebody else, and we're done.
Do that and we're done.
Yeah.
So what if she gonna find a sperm donor?
See,
no, because then that forces him to be a father.
Peep game. I used to be a sperm donor.
Bro, you got kids out here like the
They're
nigga. Who is this?
He's
in front of his daddy too.
I got paid for it. The cryobank pays well, fellas. Go check it out, man. Y'all can make some free money out here.
Have you seen the documentary of the guy?
So you
got grandbabies out here. This is too much. He just dropped that on. Did you know that before?
And he doesn't like macaroni and cheese. Who is he?
You just dropped that on him like that. Y'all, this is You Got 15 Minutes First.
He didn't know we be a part of this tonight, man.
I can say you don't want to be a father, but you donate sperm.
But here's the thing.
Say what? I need to know about that. I need answers.
Now.
We gonna talk about that one too, but this is my thing. See, listen, me having been a sperm donor, I know there's families who can't get pregnant, right? Or whatever the case may be. They can't get pregnant because of him. But I don't want the child, and if this is something that you want to go do, I want you to be happy. Go be happy. Go do your thing. But if you're talking about going to get a sperm donation to have a kid, and if I love you that much, I'm gonna stay with you. You mean shit?
Would you donate your sperm?
So then why not just have a baby with her? Why
I don't want children. That's her kid.
So what if she chose your
But you're
sperm
married. You're married now, and you live together.
On paper, that's gonna be my step.
No, what I'm saying is that you live with this woman now and her baby, which would be the same thing as if you were dating somebody that had a child. Now you're pretty much saying, you know what, babe, I love you so much. Go get a baby, bring it home. I ain't got shit to do with it though.
I ain't saying that. Listen, check this out.
Hold on.
Wait, no, let him answer. Let him answer.
The moral of the story for JP, you ain't gonna let that. I don't have kids, man.
So you do have kids, right?
On paper,
Thank you.
On paper, with my signature and signed and dated, I'm an anonymous.
So what is the difference between letting your girl go get somebody's sperm and come back, and you being with somebody that's a baby mama? What is the difference? He's my
sorry. I'm sorry.
This is great, guys. Call in 323-815-4204.
If you're a sperm donor, fellow sperm donor, call call
Yeah.
in.
Wow.
323-815-3204.
So what's the difference? Why are you letting her go get somebody else's sperm? Why not just have yours? If it's gonna be in the house with you.
First of all, that narrative is different because we're talking about a woman who wants to have children and she's following her selfish desire. To the point
desire?
Yes, it's a selfish desire because if she's with me, knowing that she
Doesn't
wants
want
children and knowing I don't want to have them, her wanting to have them, that's a selfish desire.
I'm the only one that's really trying to have this conversation with you right now.
What are you telling me right here?
I'm not trying to have no babies.
I know you cannot just talk about
so what if
you
she
are a
randomly
sperm
chose
donor
your sperm?
after you just said you don't want to have any kids.
What if she chose your sperm?
I'm not supposed to.
What if her sperm? What if your sperm got inseminated in there and that was your baby?
I would think that she.
I mean, what are the chances of that, right? That's a whole.
Wait, hold on.
Let's write a script.
I would think that with her knowing the information that I just provided live to y'all, is whatever, she did that on purpose. Because if you went and found a way to get inseminated by mine directly, you did it on purpose.
No, I'm saying
to answer your question.
It's a 1 in a probably billion chance that it happened, but what if it happened?
That's the point I'm trying to make.
You would feel like she did it purposely.
So let's circle back because we're gonna get off topic and we only have 10 minutes, and I need to know what the difference is between letting your girl go get a sperm donor's sperm and have a baby that's not yours. And bring it home, and y'all are married and living a life.
The difference will be her selfishness versus my selfishness. Period. Point blank.
So nothing in the cup is even on the sink for it then.
But how? You're saying that's a selfish act, but you're allowing her to go be selfish. So why are you allowing her to go be selfish with another nigga's nut?
No. Oh shit! Hold on. Wait. If that's something that she wants to do, but she wants to be me, she's still choosing me. She chose me.
She chose you, and you said I don't want to have babies, but I'm saying.
But if you want to go get inseminated and get pregnant because you just have to have your fucking child, go have it. We can still be together and shit.
I don't see that happening.
Of course, conversation. It's gonna be a lot of conversation had prior to that event actually happening.
Because if I don't want to have babies, and if I spent all this time building a relationship with you, and I'm telling you, nigga, ain't nothing coming out this factory, and all of a sudden you're like, I want to have kids. You going somewhere else to have babies because I don't want to have them. Then we don't need to be together because we don't even have the same values. I don't want to have children, why am I gonna? From that
perspective, I don't want.
It's selfish that you would be like, oh, you don't want to do that, but you're my best friend and we're a team. Well, I'm gonna go do it. That's selfish.
Very selfish.
So why is that okay?
I mean, that is the difference. Is this?
Why are you allowing her to be selfish?
Because look, if you want to have children, but you just need a partner. Listen, I believe internally a kid needs both father and mother to have success in life and all the other.
So you don't want to have biological children.
That's
literally you just don't want to put your sperm somewhere.
Basically, it's not my kid. You had a kid,
but you would give it away for free and for giving it away to get paid to strangers. You gave it away to bitches that are never gonna even know who you are, and these kids are forever gonna be like, "Who my daddy?" But you don't want to you don't want to give it to the person that you want to share the rest of your life with.
And he doesn't like macaroni.
But you gave them out for a dollar amount. I don't understand.
Hey, I've been getting grilled about this shit for years, you
you
just now find out about this.
You wrong.
We're gonna get grilled in about 22 years. They all try to figure it out.
I'm a pawpaw.
You're gonna be like that.
Look, I'm a paw.
No, he a pawpaw.
Okay. So, Pops, how do you feel?
He about to tell your mama.
Grandpappy?
Yeah,
How you feel? So get you a sweater.
He gonna bring you
it's shocking.
Do your mama know?
Shocking.
Does your mama know that you was out here getting paid for your babies?
She know now. Shit.
Oh, Jesus.
You watch it?
Oh, Jesus.
She's gonna watch and she's gonna know.
Oh, Jesus. I'm happy you got 15 minutes. Sorry, Mom. Sorry, Dad.
He's grown.
And would you do that when you were in college?
Absolutely.
Yes. I already knew that.
That might be a deeper rooted issue.
Yeah, that's
because we was all broke in school.
No,
nigga, that's why.
A bunch of niggas got daddy issues.
He doesn't like macaroni and cheese,
biological
and he's
daddy
a sperm
issues.
donor.
Oh Lord!
Let's squeeze our caller in here, man.
Hey, caller, did you donate your sperm for money or nah?
Nah, that's all. They calling for you.
Hey, caller,
you got 15 minutes. Who is it?
Yeah, this is KC.
What's up?
Ow! Okay.
Wait, which one?
The Notorious.
The guy
Mr.
JT
Carter.
is talking about. What's the difference if he gets a baby mother versus getting a child at the sperm bank? Well, you know, the difference is you ain't got no baby mama drama. You know, baby daddy drama.
Not
You
this,
get a baby
not
mama,
this
you got to worry
my
about the other
boy.
dude.
KC?
Yeah.
What up, brother?
So the difference is there's no baby daddy drama, yes, but if JP does not want children and now she's being selfish and going and getting pregnant and having a baby, now he's forced to raise a baby that A, he didn't want, and 2, is not his, that now he's forced to raise. So how is that fair?
I mean,
it's not.
I don't know if it's a matter of fair or not, but I mean, yeah, he don't have no choice. If he chose to be with her, he gonna have to raise it.
Right, which I don't think makes sense. Is that if you're gonna go let your bitch go get pregnant by some rando sperm because you're letting her be selfish and having children, you might as well stay with your bitch and keep your sperm in her, and y'all have a baby that is y'all, since y'all gonna be together anyway.
See, that logic makes sense in a world where one is not being selfish.
You rather raise another nigga kids but not your own?
But first of all, we need to stop looking at this as being a person's kid. Yes, the truth that it's a person's kid.
Somebody's kid.
Are you doing the sperm donation because you want compensation?
That's why he did it.
Yeah, that's why he did it.
Yeah, that's why I did that.
Have your girl compensate you, then it's the same thing.
Nothing to cut.
Hello.
Nothing to cut.
Let her inseminate herself.
Yep, turkey based.
That.
Yep. But that's
Thank
all
you.
I have to know. Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you for calling. We appreciate you.
I appreciate that call, man. Because my mindset when I was doing that, I was helping families have kids.
But if I got with somebody who doesn't want babies and I know I want kids, I'm not keeping you from, I'm keeping myself from having children by being with somebody who doesn't want kids. That's something that motherfuckers don't talk about, and the niggas end up with babies, and then it's like, oh, I didn't even want kids in the first place. That explains why you ain't shit, because you probably didn't want no kids. So if she feels like she's being, I want a baby, and he don't want to have kids, well, bitch, you knew that when you got with him.
Right,
and our bodies tell us we want babies. My body tells me I want a baby. My brain is like, no, I don't want one. But my body sees babies and my ovaries hurt. My body wants babies, but that doesn't mean I want them. So she can, when she hit, you could be with a bitch at 25 who's like, hey, I'm out here twerking on shit. And then at 30, she like, and now she knew she wanted kids. And now at 30, if I'm deciding, yeah, so I've been twerking for the last 5 years, but now I want kids. That's up to me as the woman who's mature, who's now 30 or 25, however the fuck old she is, to be like, so I know we've been rocking, but like, I know you want 8 kids and I don't want any. I can't ever be like, I'm being selfish. No, I know I want children. Like you know, if you want them just as firmly as I know I don't want them. You knew, oh, my sister had kids. Oh, I think I want kids now. And I probably got to tell my nigga that I want kids, but he not going to want to be with me.
There's also situations where they tell him that, and it's a disagreement, but people often get into the habit of thinking they can change people's minds.
So you go off and fuck another person?
Now, but I might, no.
But that's the scenario, is that you're going to go
get into a whole relationship, and he might say he don't want kids, and she might make it clear that
I can convince him that we can have
that's
kids
not a
together.
big deal at that point in time.
Yeah.
And then it becomes a situation where she's for
right.
sure.
And what did I say? That's a maturity level, because ain't no grown woman going into a relationship talking about, I'm going to change him and make him want kids.
With her going to having kids.
And then what? The woman that he's supposed to go have a kid with, she's supposed to just let him go back to his wife and like.
Right, like that's not.
Well, there's egg donors just like there's sperm donors, to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't think I don't think he's gonna double standard. I think he's gonna do it the old-fashioned way.
He's just gonna go.
He's out. He's like I said. He's out. He's going to go fall in love with this other chick. If that's going, because a lot of times that's going to happen. And my lady, you just basically gave him a way out.
And don't let him have a son. Don't let her give birth to a boy.
Come on now. If that's what he really wants, though. Come on now.
I personally couldn't do it. I don't think I could unless I was
when you out here walking and somebody with some eyes walk up to you saying, I think you my daddy, don't be surprised, brother.
Man. There's a whole documentary about this guy that did the same thing. He was out there all through college and was out here, and then they already tracked they tracked over 100 children.
What if you give a dirty sample?
They all look the same.
Man, listen,
what if your sample is contaminated? They're gonna trace it back to whoever it came from.
See, now you add on.
So you talking about anonymous?
No,
they know who
facts.
you is. They know who you is.
They gonna come looking for you.
And you a smart dude. Why? You might have a genius for a kid.
You have such a dynamic personality. They'll want to know where they originated from.
Here's the catch-22 to that, and this is something that you have to have. This is why self-awareness and understanding your psychological well-being matters. Check this out. We out here like this. If I knew that I was consciously donating, I have to be willing to understand that I wanted to be anonymous because I don't want children. I don't want to claim nobody. That's just simply what it is. That was not my decision to have a child. I was helping the family receive some compensation for it. Bingo. Let one of these kids come up and they become famous one day. And I just so happen to be that kid's real father. The agreement that I made when I signed my name on that dotted line, I won't contact them neither. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but they're gonna come looking for
still
you.
That's
what we're talking about.
Up to you.
They're gonna come looking for you.
That's different though. You're looking for me at this
because
time.
when you turn 18, you can go looking for that shit, and it's the internet.
Like now, the
nigga, they're gonna find you. You better hope you don't get rich, nigga, and they don't come find you.
First of all,
that's okay. If they become famous, Paw here. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, Paw said don't trip.
Hey, I'll come live in the mansion with you.
I have to, right?
Right,
man.
Yeah.
Well, this has been an
This has been
That's not gonna be the end of this one.
Right, we're gonna have to run this back.
Yeah, because JP over here dropping bombs.
We're gonna have to run it back. Your bald head ass.
And girl, fuck them kids.
You
don't say kids, but fuck them kids, okay? Because I don't want none.
You gonna write that in?
I don't want none. Go ahead and drop
These shirts
drop
are
the text.
from the young lady that called with Sundance, which
Thank you.
is called from Chicago.
Real quick,
And that's from the T-shirt truck and E-Class Printing.
Right, T-shirt
yes,
truck.
Yes.
It's going to be a cute shirt
Sundance
dress for me.
owner,
Shout out to them.
Truck.
Shout out to all you guys for tuning in today and for tuning in every week.
Everybody in the comments.
Yeah, go ahead and follow us on all the socials. It's You Got 15 Minutes. We will follow back. Call us, holla at us, let us know what you think if you want to be on the show, if you have topics you want us to talk about, if, whatever it is, we like to hear from you. As you can see, we try to answer all you guys' calls. Keep dropping comments because we love reading them. And even if we don't read them live, we go back and we try to, at least see what was going on so we can try to bring back up.
Exactly.
So shout out to our guests again, Eric and
Shout out to Raymond.
Thank you for coming. Thank you. And we'll catch you guys in 2 weeks, same time, same place. And thanks again, guys.
You got 15 minutes.
You got 15 minutes.
Well.